Hello, hello, hello. Oh, even the little Max logo over here is overgrown with the fungi. Hello, hello, travelers. Today's the day. Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Last of Us. It's been a minute. I mean, I've done the reaction videos for the trailers, right? Like the theory crafting in terms of how I think they're going to adapt the show. About 2 years since I uploaded an actual reaction to the show. Get it out of the way now. Warning, warning, warning. Disclaimer, disclaimer, disclaimer. If you're new to the channel or if you didn't see my reaction to season 1, I'll keep this brief. I do one of these at the start of every series, in this case season. I do things a little bit differently on my channel, unlike a lot of reaction channels that are kind of just let it play, let it ride, and just do some basic
That's crazy, guys. Chat, is this real? Like,
what we do around here, for one, to avoid, I'm going to be doing a lot of pausing, talking about characters, analyzing the narrative and such. So many people approach this series through the lens of, I've played the game, but I'm not going to be worrying about it as a game. I'm only going to be watching it as a show. I'm going to be judging it on both fronts, both as a show, but also as an adaptation, because I love Last of Us. I'm a big fan of the series. The only thing I don't have on my channel is a virgin playthrough of the OG game, but I have the DLC, I have part 2, several playthroughs of part 2, including one with my gal pal recently, and of course the show. I have my Last of Us part 2 little puffy journal here that I forgot I even had. This will be my note-taking device to start off the celebration tonight, cracking out an old favorite of mine, which I haven't had in a hot minute. Let me go ahead and refresh this because it should be loaded on now. We're past the point of 8 o'clock. Oh boy, season 2 is available now. Watching the show, man, I'm gonna be comparing it to the game. That's the thing. I'm gonna be comparing it to the game. I'll try to do light spoilers, but not like major massive ones. But I think season 2 is gonna take us to the point where we have the inevitable confrontation in the theater in Seattle, and then season 3 will switch character perspectives, and season 4 could be like that, the final two head to head. But if there's only gonna be 3 seasons, this could be, I don't know, man. If you want to watch these full things, full, uncut, uncensored, unedited, for better or for worse, full HD video accompaniment, patreon.com/MovieMan101. They will be available on there first and foremost. That'll be early access, and I will be editing them as fast as I can to get them over onto YouTube, where they will be severely edited. You'll see it's a smaller screen, more transparent screen. That way I can get them on YouTube to begin with. It's a bit easier for me to do. So I just warn you, part 2, Last of Us part 2, which I have both a virgin playthrough on my channel of, and then also I replayed through it with the remastered version on PS5 with my gal pal who had not seen the game. Don't get me wrong, it's also a fantastic experience. I'm sure season 2 and 3 are going to be what I call Last of Us Part 2. The game is a barometer for empathy in my mind. It's going to test your preconceived notions of protagonists, antagonists, right, wrong, the quest for vengeance and what it's worth and all that. I'm both ready and not ready for this, but I got my notes ready. I'm ready to hop into this. Thank you all, everybody. I don't know how well this will do. More people have joined since then, and I think a lot of Last of Us fans. So I will warn you, I think inevitably I'm going to spill some beans here and there on goings-ons in the show. Like, literally, if there's comparisons to be made, I'll make them. So I'll try not to be too egregious, but without further ado, let's see. Because when the second game starts, it's Joel talking to Tommy about what he done did, and then we ride back to Jackson, and then have our little guitar moment, and then we cut to the day after the morning after the party. So
Swear to me that everything you said about the Fireflies is true.
are we just gonna continue right from here? I swear.
I swear.
Okay. And so the marketing push for this show has been enormous. One of HBO's cash cows.
Okay.
I wonder what the viewer turnout's going to be for tonight. Oh, we never got this in the game. I'm just going to keep the cutscene rolling. Walk on down to Jackson. Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann did warn that there'd be the most deviations from the game in this. Like a lot of different changes in narrative pacing. Okay, so not too different. Walking on down to Jackson. Oh, the giraffe. The giraffe. Oh, we're going to cut right over to Salt Lake City. Interesting choice. Right to Abby? Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. We're changing it up a little bit. And this is what Carol Danvers is who they cast for, Abby, right?
Why would he do this?
Manny. Oh, dude. It's the Salt Lake Crew. Wait, it's the Salt Lake Crew, right? Manny. Yeah. We don't even see young Abby until like, it's like halfway through the second game.
Well, some kid he took that was supposedly...
That wasn't true, because it isn't possible.
No,
Owen?
probably not.
Is that Owen?
Even if it were, it doesn't matter anyway.
No, that...
Nora, right. They seem like young.
Do we look for other fireflies?
Where? This place was the Fireflies.
Ed has a brother who runs an outfit in Seattle. A guy named Isaac.
Until
Isaac.
we find Joel.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Yes, we are.
I haven't like taken a full moment to really look at the cast, like the casting calls. I don't like the introduction. I don't like them doing it this way. I know the episode just started, but I'm not a fan of the introduction here. Instead of having the winter scenes of unknown people and the mystery build up. Look, Nora is like the youngest one in the outfit, but like Mel, Manny, and I assume that's supposed to be Owen, right? I feel like they're supposed to be like a lot older. Like they don't feel, they all feel so young. I know that like some time passes, but they don't feel old enough. We'll see.
Yes, we are.
All right, let's talk about how. Because here's what we got. He's a smuggler. His name's Joel or Joe. There's some confusion about that.
50s, graying, beard, 6 foot tall, scar on his right temple. Oh, yeah, they said he's handsome. I forgot. With a 3-day jump on us. We should have gone right after
He
him.
drove away, Abby, in our only working vehicle.
And we were trying to save the wounded.
Yep.
We didn't save anyone. Did we?
Maybe
I'm gonna give it its day in court, but
the Seattle crew has resources. They could help us get some sort of lead.
I gotta be open to it. This is an adaptation. I don't want to judge this too harshly right away.
He'll help me find him.
Yes. I'll help you find him. And we'll help you kill him.
Though I also think it's lost a little bit of its subtlety. Also, they said that Abby wasn't going to be like, built like a brick house in this one, which I think adds a bit to her like menacing factor and her military mindset. When I heard that, I was open to it, but I'm also worried it's going to take away. I feel like the physique of her character goes hand in hand with the actual like emotion of her character. She definitely seems emotionally distraught though.
Slowly.
What?
Where I'm going to kill him slowly. How do you guys feel about golf?
When we kill him slowly.
That's our coldish open. You think they would have changed up the opening credits between the two seasons? Am I crazy? Like, this is going to be the same, right? I don't know how I feel about this so far. See, okay, the subtitles keep giving away names. I'm turning off the subtitles because I want to be able to figure it out myself. I'm sorry. Oh damn. Is she training? Fight wise. Oh. Okay, use those legs. Choke him out. Jesus, guy's got some core strain. Gotta tap out, buddy. Tap out. Oh, okay. Nice. Tap out, boy. There you go. Discount Haley Joel Osment. Hey, Jesse. Jesse?
Boom, mother.
Not bad, kid.
Okay means stop.
Sorry, I was in the moment.
Second, you can't boom motherfucker people who land a first hit on you. Square in the face, by the way.
Well, I
So?
can obviously take a punch, so who cares? And hard, by the way.
I pulled it.
Oh, big,
He pulled
big,
it.
big man.
Why?
Because I told him to.
Why?
Why?
Otherwise, he would have knocked you out. And I don't want to have to explain that to Joel.
Okay, well now she feels like it's not a fair fight.
Don't do that again.
You going to the thing tonight?
Don't we have to? Because community and...
Well, the dance
Part
tonight,
of the
yeah?
community now?
Okay. She must be, antisocial.
Don't pull punches.
Welcome to Jackson, Wyoming. There you go, Jackson, Wyoming. See, I like the little touches, the tractor with the logs and all that. And isn't Buckley the dog? Where's our pal Buckley, huh? Written for television and directed by Craig Mazin. I do love his work. Old man Joel. Hair's grown out a little bit, hasn't it? He's got his readers on.
Hey.
Hey, kiddo.
kiddo. Dina?
We're not sure what we're supposed to do, and our foreman isn't foremanning.
Oh,
What you doing?
fixing these breakers.
Teach me?
You gotta check if the wires are live, so how do you do that?
I lick them.
He knows more about
Yeah.
electronics than I do.
Can I ask a question?
Shoot.
Why is she angry at you?
Oh, I see. I'm not really trying to get training right now. Because they already had their talk.
You're her best friend, reckon she would have told you.
Nope.
Her being 19 and me being her, what I am. No one likes their parents at that age. I never got there with my own kids, so we're both just figuring it out for the first time is all.
So the springs hold the
The
levers.
thing is, I try.
Oh,
I know I'm a hard ass and maybe overprotective, and she's her. I mean, what did I do?
you know what you did, though.
Oh no.
At this point in the timeline, you've already had that conversation back in Salt Lake
Yeah, well,
when she goes back to find the truth.
I can't hold myself responsible for another person's emotional state.
All right, well.
Are you in fucking therapy? Holy shit, you're seeing
I'm
Gail?
not in therapy. Jesus, go
All right.
fix the main line.
Interesting that
It'll
Joel.
be okay.
I mean, it is the healthy way of doing it, but it's very interesting that instead of him confessing, I don't know if he's confessed to his brother or not yet. So instead, that is in fact the way. What we all were predicting was that the way, I guess, the way he's eventually going to spill his beans is through the town therapist. These are definitely some interesting choices.
Dina.
I have a potential note about this episode, but I'm going to wait till the end to share.
Don't tell anyone I'm in therapy.
But I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and see how this episode progresses before I make my claim. Tommy with the sniper rifle. Hey, just like the game. Nice.
This scope is sick.
Okay, they're changing it again. So for those that don't know, in the game, there is a flashback that we have, and we're like a good chunk of the way into the game at this point. And then there's a flashback to like spring. I think it's like a random spring day. Maybe it's fall. Tommy lets Ellie use the rifle, but it's after she's already upset with him as well. But now we're doing it this way. So again, this is a scene that kind of happens in the game, but this is much different, like different season, different time period.
It ain't the scope, it's the shooter. You're getting good. There's a cluster of them up by the road.
Yeah, this is very similar though.
You see 'em?
Even in-game dialogue, I like that.
All right, you want to take your time with this one.
Got to aim higher. Leave the bullet room to drop.
He's going uphill, so you got to compensate.
Well, not quite a headshot. Kilimanjaro. I love
Alright, got him
love
anyway.
the sound design, the echo of the gunshot in the mountain.
Taking you off patrols for a bit. Putting you on gate watch.
Uh-oh.
What? Why?
He's concerned about you.
Of course he is.
Unfucking real. I'm an adult. He can't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, well, he can tell me.
I'm Scott, brother.
You know I'm the one we should be least worried about when it comes to infected.
Hey, no. You swore. We don't talk about that.
I got
Okay,
bit
so
on my arm.
Tommy does know.
Ellie?
I got bit, everybody! I got bit!
Hey, hey.
I'm immune!
Oh my god. See? Nobody cares.
See, nobody cares.
I swear, you and my brother, same damn fucking person.
Well, if we're the same person, you know you're not winning this.
It's fate. It's fate, Tommy. Can't fight fate. I'm curious to hear someone's perspective who has not played the
Follow
games.
the rules. You obey your captain.
Because they wouldn't see any difference.
No questions, no exceptions.
Oh, that depends. Who's the captain?
She definitely has the same attitude, but I feel like she's not as much of a blabbermouth in the game. That's a little bit digital, right there. I should take that back. She definitely runs her mouth in the game. What am I thinking about?
This window isn't keeping the cold out anymore.
Damn.
Yeah, caulk. It's high up on my list.
We need to build faster.
Faster? Sure, how much faster? See, we got this,
I like how involved Joel is in all of this.
called the constructometer.
Joel.
The more you turn it, the faster we go.
We're running out of space to put these people.
Yeah, I noticed. Maybe your council will stop letting so many of them in.
It's our
Damn.
council. When these people are fleeing collapsed settlements, they're fleeing infected. We're supposed to leave them out there.
I mean, like, at what point do you draw the line, right? You
If
want
I
to
could,
help
let
and
'em all in.
save, but
and I'm working every damn day and night to make more space. You know that. But you gotta look after your own first, or you're no good to anyone.
got a point.
Hey, buddy.
What are those?
Too many cooks.
Come here.
Uncle Joe? Yeah, it's a little boy. Little boy.
This is where we live. And what's that?
Uncle
The
Joe.
fence.
And what's inside?
Still has the watch.
People.
What's outside?
Monster.
Monsters.
That's right. How do we keep them out?
We shoot them.
What do you mean?
I mean,
No.
Are you shooting monsters?
No.
You are. You're shooting monsters.
he's a good uncle.
There he is.
Hey.
Killer.
Killer. What's the kid's
Miss
name?
you, boy.
Boy.
What y'all up to?
Well, your wife wants me to build faster.
Did you tell her
This
about
is
the big
different.
dial?
Yeah, he told me.
Did you tell him about the big dial?
You keep getting those monsters.
Oh, therapy time.
Oh.
Oh, watch out. Oh, God. Broke out the double six shooters.
You were a refugee too.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Very interesting choices and additions.
I'll be right there.
To give Tommy and Maria a little kid. To have an early introduction for Abizzle for Rizzle. Definitely changing the order of some things, adding in some new stuff. I'm fine with most of the changes so far. I have my reservations, but...
You want anything to drink?
What do you have?
Whiskey? Herbal tea?
I mean, whiskey if you're offering. Is he paying for this? What's the charge? Cheers. Gonna need it. Loosen up.
Occasion.
Open up.
It's my birthday.
Oh, ganja?
Shaken stems. What am I, in high school?
It's winter, Gail.
I never stopped Eugene. January?
Gene,
February,
Eugene.
And they would grow buds the size of pine cones.
Yo, okay.
Sticky as glue.
Gail's chill with it. All right. Cool like that.
Payment accepted.
Didn't know psychiatrists were allowed to drink in these things.
A psychotherapist. Psychiatrists are the pill ones. And no, we're not allowed to drink in these things, but I woke up this morning feeling sad. It's my first birthday without my husband in 41 years.
Okay. I just want to make sure that I get the distinction correct. A mental health professional who provides psychotherapy, also known as talk therapy, to help individuals address a range of emotional and mental health concerns, utilizing various therapeutic approaches, including cognitive behavioral therapy, to help clients develop healthier coping mechanisms and improve their overall well-being. I'd be sad too. She's very forthcoming. No pressure, dude.
I tried what you said. I backed off. I stopped putting pressure on her. Don't even make her sit down with me for dinner anymore. And what do I get for it? Nothing. She comes home, shuts herself in the damn garage, which I should never have allowed her to move into. And that's it. Not so much as a hello. Gives me a nod like I'm a stranger or some asshole. Even Dina asked me today, what's wrong with her? I mean, everyone can tell.
I was upset with
Dina
you
understands me.
for a pretty good reason.
Like she's my kid or something. But she's not.
Neither is Ellie.
Also true. She's not. She's...
Tell you what, let's try something different. Like not pretending you have the most boring problem in the world. Oh, a 19-year-old daughter. She's acting toward me like every 19-year-old daughter has ever acted toward their dad, ever.
Damn.
She's supposed to be validating me.
Great bedside manner.
Oh, yeah, actually I am. But I'm not going to do it anymore.
Word.
Because you're lying to me. And
Yes.
it's exhausting.
There-
Yes, you are, Joel.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
She's right.
I've done this long enough to know when somebody is leaving something out. And you are definitely leaving something out.
That's not your first one of the day.
Oh, no, it isn't.
Oh.
And before, when I said I was sad, that wasn't true either.
I'll just come back another day.
Should I say it out loud? Yeah, I should. You can't heal something unless you're brave enough to say it out loud.
Oh, she's working through it too.
I'm scared, though. Which is why I have to. You shot and killed my husband. You killed Eugene.
What?
And I resent you for it.
Whoa. Okay.
No.
Whoa. Hang on. We are we are making some major changes. All right. In the game, doesn't he just die of old age? I think he just has like a heart attack or something.
I think we should go out like Eugene.
From a stroke?
No, from old age.
Joel shot Eugene in this version. Dude, we never see Eugene in the game, like in the original game. So I feel like we're gonna have some scenes with Eugene. I think they cast the actor who played Cypher in The Matrix for him.
I hate you for it. I know you had no choice. I know that.
Oh, was he infected?
I know I should forgive you.
Infected then?
Well, I've tried, and I can't because of how You did it. I'm ashamed, but it's in the air, and I can't take it back. And now maybe there's a chance I can make things right with you. Your turn.
She lets out her truth.
Say the thing you're afraid to say.
What, so she'll like hate you more?
I can help you.
Can she though?
Say it out loud, no matter what it is, no matter how bad. I promise I will help.
Their client privilege over here?
Did you do something to her?
I mean, in a manner of speaking.
Did you hurt her?
And
what?
I saved her.
What did you do?
Different way of doing it instead of a scene with Tommy and confessing. That girl flinched, Jesus.
I saved her.
Didn't come out with it. A lot of emotions in this room. Oh, the old rocking chair. We're gonna have that conversation happens tonight, canonically. Savage Starlight, yo. Nice weapon crafting table. She's getting the upgrade. What'd you go with? Extended clip, higher firing rate, armor piercing.
Armor piercing.
Or is this the Fated Patrol?
Give me a second.
But I thought the dance was
As much
tonight,
time as
though.
you need.
Interesting.
2 minutes. Ooh, where'd you get the holster? Dominique. Traded small boots for it.
Where'd you get the holster? I found it, you know. You get far enough into the game, you just kind of find a couple holsters. You find one in a pet shop, funny enough, and that lets you have 2 different sidearms. Then you find the long gun holster. You know what? I don't quite remember where the long gun holster was found, frankly, but you find it. So you got a quick draw between 2 long guns and 2 sidearms. I like that, though. Just the little video game nods where it's like, where'd you find that thing? Converse, really?
Get the boots.
Little I like the little notes in here.
Got it. There we go.
They have a good job of blending in real dialogue from the game, but also little observations here and there. So like there's a bit of dialogue on the patrol.
You'll probably die from hypothermia from wearing canvas sneakers in the snow.
Instead of a full dialogue exchange, she just kind of a little offhand remark, but still the little continuity between the game and this. I like that.
Hold on. Let me get this part here. Look at you with all that hardware. You're like Curtis and Viper.
Hey, Curtis and Viper
those
name
movies
drop.
Joel likes. I was actually gonna maybe watch them tomorrow night with him, if you want to join.
Interesting change up, because when they're on patrol in the game, she mentions Curtis and Viper.
What movie you guys gonna watch? What's Joel into?
Curtis and Viper 2. That's the one that's been on my radar for a while.
Oh, wow.
We used to watch these cheesy 80s action movies. He's really into them.
Oh, it is her Switchblade. Nice. The one knife that you can't buy replica of. I mean, like, not easily anyway. Because I wanted a working replica of her pig sticker. But I don't know if they're exactly legal.
Hey, Shimmer.
Shimmer.
Ellie.
Yeah. You're no Callus, but Shimmer. You'll make it to Seattle at least. At least. Oh, no.
We're 5 minutes behind because of 1 or 2 of you.
Jesse and Dina.
So I'll make it short. You're taking Route 191 down to Hoback. Yes, Dina.
Hi. Should we stick to the road, scan the countryside, hit our checkpoints, and sign the logbooks?
Something like that,
You know what?
smartass.
That sounds great. But while you're doing all that, we've got reports of strays, so be careful when you get into the town.
I like the little flashlight on the
I see
backpack.
Ellie over here looking like
Very
Curtis and
in-game.
Viper. So let me remind you, this is just a recon patrol.
You know you're only like 4 years older than us, right?
Don't undermine his authority here, ma'am. You wanted this patrol, now you're gonna be sassy.
Understood.
Sassy
Thank you.
McPassy.
Jokes aside, can you take things a little more seriously?
That's what I'm saying. Come on. You're already nagged to be part of the
Yeah,
patrol.
look up to you two. For some reason.
Interesting choice, by the way, because when they go on patrol, it's just like them on one section of it. But now they're gonna have like a leader. You're gonna go to ye old grocery store, find a deer with its guts and gizzard torn out. You see those logos on some of those bags? We're selling backpacks here, boys and girls. That is a funny part of the marketing for me. It's one thing to buy shirts that the characters wear, Joel or Tommy, for them to wear the coats they wear, and then these websites are like, get gear from the game, and it's just a basic like jean jacket or like just kind of a Sherpa Carhartt jacket, and you're like, okay, this is barely any distinction between the normal clothing and the like the in-game items. Like, yeah, to get Joel's button up is one thing, to get Ellie's little like sunset palm tree shirt is another. I feel like they're gonna split off eventually.
So you going tonight?
Yes, I'm going.
The timeline is so different.
Taking anyone?
This is not the Fateful Patrol. This is showing us what a patrol is like. If the dance is tonight, then there's no way, canonically speaking, this could be the Fateful Patrol. So I think we're building up to that, but they're showing us what patrols and what a day in the life of Jackson is like.
Kat's available.
Why would I ask
Ah.
Kat?
Because she's the other one.
The other
Oh my
one.
God.
What? You used to with her.
Wait, am I crazy? Because when they're on a different patrol, they do make mention of like a different love interest of Ellie's and the whole reason she got that tattoo.
You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, because there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
Aren't you and Jesse? No. Broke up. Yes, again. For now.
Canon.
What is it with you two?
Ah, blood trail, close enough.
Should go back and report it.
Recon, Kat! Let's recon!
Oh
Wait,
boy.
guys.
So much for being the team. All right, team captain. Oh wow, there was a firefight. Dude, was that an infected bear? That's a bit new. Are we going to delve more into the animals that are affected by the infection? Fun fact, if you don't know, this is just an Easter egg for anybody who cares about the game. Specifically, when you get Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, it includes something called the Lost Episodes. And there's, I want to say, 3 scrapped sequences that were going to make it to the game, but they couldn't really fit them in properly. And one of them is a mission where, unless I'm mistaken, you're literally like tracking a bear. And I don't recall if the bear is infected or if you're just hunting the bear, but you're tracking the bear, and they were trying to like design a whole boss fight around it. They just couldn't nail it down. It might have been a boar, but you end up in a grocery store, like doing a stealth fight sequence, kind of like David in the first game, but a stealth fight sequence with a bear in a grocery store. But maybe it's a boar that I'm thinking of. I thought it was an Easter egg. I could be wrong, but
Bring down a bear.
but it's the market. I was right. Grocery store.
Check out the van.
Hey, gonna climb it, get up top.
So they've been sheltering in the market. What do you call Grizzly's ribs? Barbecue.
Oh my god. Here we go. Pull out volume 2 by
Did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Livingston.
Barbecue?
Yeah.
I got one I made up as a kid, and nobody ever laughs at it. What do you get when you dump a vat of slime on a ghost? A ghoul. I'm going in.
Hey, can we go back now, please?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Promise, we're just gonna
Such a rebel.
listen quick, see if any are in there. Which is definitely recon.
Grab
No,
my
they're just regular
shotgun.
person who's trapped and needs help.
It really is Curtis and Viper. She is strapped for bear. Dude has she has a pistol in one holster, or a 6-shooter, a revolver on the other, and a shotgun over her shoulder. Lord. Hey, I'm liking the game, and climb up the truck. Cool.
Fine.
Really glad we're following
If
the.
you hear anything, you come right back.
You just gonna let him go in?
I'll give him 5 minutes.
2 and 1.
Dude, I do like with the holsters and all that. She low key does have like an in-game loadout. Now, granted, you don't get the holsters till later on in the game, but I like the little touch where she's loaded for bear just like any other player would be. Yeah, see?
Okay, so 1-on-1. We've done that before.
Perhaps some caution.
If you'd rather let the men handle it.
Okay. Okay, come on. You're gonna get us both killed. Spicy. Always like the Foley work, the audio design of like holstering a pistola. Gonna sneak on in here. Don't crack down any of that tile. Watch out for asbestos. I do appreciate how, even though they're making some pretty major changes, they're like designing the narrative with the around the foundation of the levels and the progression. I know she eventually played the game. Dude, I'd be so dead on one of these missions. My friend makes me laugh like just once. Like, nice. Throw a bottle like in the game. Oh my god. I can't with these goofballs. Cute though, cute. I like it. Very in character, very on brand. Pick up the bottle. Cling. Add it to your inventory. For having a brick, but a bottle's fine. It's funny. First game, there's a brick around every corner. Second game, bricks and bottles are much harder to come by. If your name isn't on it, don't eat it, please, CJ. Love the attention to detail there. Oh yeah, for the safe code, the employee of the month's over here. Yeah, it's great. Gotta find that safe. Where's that employee safe? Oh, doggo. Nope, bit from the trailer right there. Oh, you idiot! Oh, well there you go. Hey, yeah, in-game stealth kill. Now watch your back. Watch your six.
You get bit? Do I have to shoot you in the face?
Not today.
Next week. Don't worry.
Before we leave, you gotta check out the employee.
Oh, hey, just like the game. Oh, Jesus. He just dropped a dummy on a shelf. Nice. Well, she's not pinned under a shelf, but close enough. Are we separated?
I don't hear anything.
Well, that's different.
I think we're good.
In the game, you both fall through, and she's under a shelf and pinned, and then Dina has to come lift off the shelf, and then clickers come over. And it's the second game's introduction to clickers.
Figure out how to get you out.
I like this. Similar, but different.
It's too far for me to drop down, so I can find a stairway or something and figure out.
Ellie's like, it was far enough for me to
Same
drop
place.
down.
Yeah.
The infection first started, they probably tried to hold up in here. I see boards on the windows. Probably try to make a go of it. I'm sure all the shelves are cleared out. People magazine. Oh boy. Oh, yo. Oh, that was creepy. Was that a kid? Oh, that was really cool. I like that. Without having a big obvious jump scare, the little visual in the background. The fucking grudge back there in the background. Then I wouldn't holster that just yet, cowboy. Oh, I see. Never mind. There you go. Perhaps that's wise. Safety's off, right? It's quiet. Too quiet. Nice. I like the direction here. Ooh. Yikes. Bloody feet. You watch your six, Ellie. You're not very good with watching your six. Okay, but now keep your head on a swivel. Oh, it's a stalker. That's what it is. Why didn't I think of it before? This is how stalkers behave. It's the stage of infection between runner and clicker. It's the stalkers. They hide in the shadows and they wait to strike.
Run at me,
Or is it a distraction? Ellie, still watch your six. Oh. Oh. Oh boy, yeah, I love it. It's just like a stalker sequence. Oh, just like the game. Hole in the ceiling, snow's coming in. Is that where she's gonna climb out of here? I like this. This feels like an adapted part of the game, like one of the little sequences. Nice. Ellie, watch your six. Oh my god, I love it. They sneak up on you. That's what the stalkers do. Good design, like the prosthetics. Oh, the nose. Oh, gnarly. Looks great, though. Oh, and the fungus growing out of the nose. Oh, yo. We need a new host. Join us. Oh, what? A little preemptive, don't you think? Rack the shell. Rack the shell! Cool. Doesn't matter. She's immune. You lucky girl. This goes to show that she's still, like, not a professional here. If she was any other person in the entire world, yeah, if she was any other person in the entire world, she'd be screwed right now. Interesting choice. She doesn't get bitten in the second game until, like, she's in California. Like, not until the very fucking end. Oh, but Dina doesn't know. That's right. Dina does not know that she's, yeah. We're going to have that subway reveal in Seattle.
Yeah.
I like that,
So you're
though.
saying it was
Stalker sequence.
smart?
I'm not saying it could do math or anything, but it didn't run at me. It did what we do. Took cover, planned, waited, lured.
Dude, this is a whole thing. Okay, nothing like this ever happened in the game. A council meeting reporting on an evolved stalker. I told you they was organized.
I told you they was organized.
Stalkers exist in 1 and 2 for the games, but now, okay, I guess we never did introduce stalkers in the first season, did we? We had clickers, we had runners, and we had bloaters. And now we're introducing stalkers. Oh, we're going to have shamblers. Are we going to have shamblers in Seattle too?
And you saw this?
Mm-hmm. It was exactly like Ellie says.
And how exactly is you two running into an uncleared building qualify as following the rules?
Yikes.
And obeying your captain?
Well, it wasn't like this is our first time. We've killed a lot of infected before.
And you're
Still.
telling me what if it were you and Joel, you wouldn't have gone in?
Well, that ain't the
Okay.
same.
Why?
Because it's different.
How?
Oh my god. Oh, call it the hypocrisy. Okay.
All right. Apologize to Kat and log your report with Jesse.
You should be lucky that you're just getting off with a warning here. Double holsters over here, running in, guns ablazing. Oh, a whole council.
Believe them.
Dina was lying. She didn't see anything, but I believe Ellie.
Maybe the smart one was a one-off. Yeah, well, 6 ain't good, but it's not exactly a horde.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah.
I don't know, just lately I've had a feeling.
A feeling.
Reality is nothing but a collective hunch.
Whoa. Okay, Martha.
Lily Tomlin.
Oh, writers. I see.
4 hours till New Year's.
I like that. I like that quote. Reality is nothing but a collective hunch. I love that a lot. As an atheist, anyway, I like that a lot. I gotta look up Lily Tomlin's works. I 100% agree with that sentiment. I like this angle, adding in a whole council for this Jackson group. Yeah, Ellie, I hope that you take things a little bit more seriously. You gotta understand, like, you'd be dead right now if you weren't immune. You f***ed up today. Like, you got jumped. Oh, she's gonna make another scar, I see. That's gotta hurt. Although taking responsibility for your screw up there, admittedly. I'm okay with almost all the changes so far. Barbecue. Ah, she's journaling. Very nice. Just like a journal in the game. I'd be very curious to see if any of those entries line up to the ones in the game. True. Okay, she is being hard on herself. Oh, hey there, Dad. Surrogate daddy.
Better?
Does she have a jade Buddha in the corner?
Just come to see if you were going to that thing tonight. You been playing much?
Since I gave it to you.
Enough, yeah.
Oh, little T-Rex with the crown. Is he gonna do a little ditty for you?
Strings are shot.
Well,
I'll put some new ones on for you.
oh, you don't have to do that.
Get it back.
It's all right. Ah, see, find an issue and try to fix it. Hey, the dance, nice. Gotta have community. We can't just survive in the apocalypse. You have to live. You have to thrive. Just like in the game, the famous trailer.
I woke up in the morning about 9:30. A hex in the buggy standing in the
2029. Hey, Dina making a whole show out of it, yeah? Well, we're gonna have our moment, aren't we? We're gonna embrace, have our little dancey dance. And then Mr. Bacon Sandwich shows up, maybe. Then Jesse comes over and is like, man, she's showing off, huh?
She's putting on quite the show.
Oh, look at that. I don't know why that, like, brings such warmness to my heart, but, like, I love it when it's, like, direct lines from the game are then adapted tastefully into the episode itself. It just, like, it warms the cockles in my heart. And she does her little bow. There it is. Yeah, there you go. Was that Gustavo? Was that Gustavo in the chair? I don't think it was, but...
You guys will be back together in 2 weeks, tops.
No, we won't. Why'd she ask about me? Why would she say anything?
Why?
Ellie!
What?
Hey, what took you so long?
Oh, they left it out. That would have been a funny line.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She, say something to you?
Make it 1 week.
Nice. All right.
Hey, don't forget, you got early patrol, so get some rest.
Yeah. So yes. Ah, here we go. Will they, won't they? They will.
I have a very serious question.
How bad do I smell right now?
How bad do I smell?
And then wipes the sweat. Like hot garbage?
Like a hot pile of garbage.
Oh, good. And then wipe the sweat on her a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, okay, great. I love it. Just like the game. Love it, love it.
Hi.
Ooh, yeah, a little bit of ropey dope. I'd be terrified of you. Every person in here is looking at you right now.
Every guy in this room is staring at you right now.
How do you know they're not staring at you?
Maybe they're staring at you.
No. I'm not I'm not a threat.
Maybe
They're jealous.
jealous of you. I'm not a threat.
Oh, Ellie. They should be terrified of you.
I think they should be terrified of you.
Love it. Let's f***ing go. Nice. Very nice. Alright, is Bigot Sandwich gonna show up? Oh, that's what we need around this town. You know, there's families here. Oh, yeah.
It's a family event.
He is here. Bigot Sandwich.
Sorry.
That's what we need around this town, huh? Oh my god. And then Joel's gonna come in.
Sorry.
In a church. Yikes.
Did you just
Oh. Oh, there we go. Yep.
Get the hell out of here.
Of course, Daddy swoops in.
Seth?
No, fuck Seth. He's gonna give her some Bigot Sandwiches in the morning.
Are you okay?
I didn't need you to.
What's wrong with you?
Oh, my heart all over again.
I don't need your fucking help.
Right.
Oh, my heart can't take this. Not again. Not again. We're not gonna see the conversations tonight, though. Like, almost called her Ethel. Gale over in the corner, just like the game. Although we don't see that part of the flashback until way later in the game. Again, interesting restructuring, but I'm kind of here for it. It's a family event in a church, no less. Go f yourself. There's no way. Dude, I don't know if I like this. Oh, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I get why they're doing it this way. The structuring of this. We don't get this flashback till the last 30 minutes of the game. Not even that. We don't get this till the last 5 minutes of the game. Let it ride. I mean, I get it for like maybe TV narrative pacing, but man, I'm not sure if I like this. Dude, we are really like flipping the script on the entire Last of Us Part 2. Wait, what? She walked. Wait, no. What? She walked by? You've got to be. What? We don't even get the porch scene? What? No. No way. Are we gonna. No. Is this a subversion of expectations? I'm praying. Dude, there is no way in hell they're going to cut out the porch scene. There's no shot. Okay, new prediction. There's subversion of expectations. You think it's cut out, and then at the end of the season, later on, we cut back to this, and she changes her mind and walks back to the porch. They would have to be on crack if they're gonna like cut out the porch scene. No shot. Oh no, they're gonna come in through the pipe? Was that a fire gonna start? Oh, infected. Oh no, the fungal network. Oh no. Jackson's about to get turned upside down. Oh, meanwhile, what, the Salt Lake crew making their way through the woods? Oh yeah, they're getting closing in. Similar but different. Yeah, this was early in the second game. Then they're tracking him down. In the wee hours of the morning, they have that scene where they find Jackson. Interesting. So we already know. They've already established who she is and what we're building to. End of episode, yeah? Yikes. Oh no. Alright, we're definitely sticking around. I like how they have the ASL version of the episode to watch, by the way. I have some notes, but we're gonna wait until let's get through the
A moth. That probably means change and growth.
No, that would be a butterfly.
So what's a moth?
Death.
Lovely.
If you believe in that.
Alright. Oh no.
Now that we know what we're
This
dealing with,
season
we can
on.
come up with a plan.
There's the lodge.
We have automatic weapons. You lunatics have bows and arrows and superstition. So tell me, how are we going to lose?
Get on the ground! No!
Every day, one of your wolves comes to see the truth.
I'll go back if you want.
And I'll keep going if you want.
Yo, this looks so good.
So what do you want to do?
Jackson, come in. Jackson!
Ooh. I love the motif of all the red, because we know the red and the flares are specifically in the Seattle subway system. It was a solid episode. One might even say a good episode, but low-key, kind of a weak start to the season, if you ask me. Kind of a weakish start. It's still good, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed it. I still liked it. It still picked up its pace and was its own kind of thing, right? But compared to like how season 1 started, I mean, let's even cut out the whole start with a bang, right? But as far as the season premiere would go, I'm very surprised. It felt good and substantive, but kind of subdued.
We had a sense that season 2 would somehow be a little bit bigger.
Somehow.
We did not anticipate the size until we were really into it.
Yes. Obviously.
Drama is bigger, the action is bigger, the stunts, the sets, and then we understood what we were doing
eventually are
was
bigger.
Absolutely beyond season 1.
Yes.
In every sense of scale.
It's a multi-season thing, 100%. I'm glad they're not trying to like cram it all into one season. The first game, to put that all into one season, was already kind of a bold choice, but in a way it kind of works. The story is conducive to a one season format. Season 2, my first playthrough, taking my time with it, and I mean taking my sweet ass time, was just shy of 30 hours. And it's massive narratively, conceptually, thematically, locations. So I think it is very wise for them to split it up into at least 2 seasons.
Ellie has matured a lot from season 1.
Kind of.
I think season 1 she
I
was
mean, yes, but
very much a kid, relied on Joel for everything, trusted him with every part of her, and now she's gone through her teenage years, she's establishing a sense of who she is. This solid bond and trust with Joel has been tested, and now I think she's starting to question everything again.
Joel is clearly struggling with his relationship with Ellie. Something is not right.
Right. Because
When
the
we
truth
see
has come
Ellie
out.
and Joel for the first time in this season, you're like, what happened?
Right. I was about to say, yeah, they have had the conversation already. Since 5 years have passed, I assume we're going to get those flashbacks that we get in the second game. They're going to fill in the blanks, and one of those flashbacks is when she goes back to Salt Lake City.
They were like this father-daughter duo, and now they're almost estranged.
It's not just,
Joel is starting
puberty.
to be aware
It's not just
somewhere
like
deep down that
teenage
the
years.
problem that exists between him and Ellie stems from the lie that he told as he saved her life.
Yeah.
You can't just commit acts of violence, walk away, and have your story end. The repercussions
100%.
create more of them, not fewer of
It's
them.
a cycle.
And so the chain reaction has begun again.
And I love how they're going to tackle that the same way the game tackles that cycle of like, as we get into the cycle of vengeance, but it's that thing. I love that it's why I called the second game a barometer for empathy, right? Because in the game, it's that the classic tropes in media and television and film and gaming is that you have the inciting incident, you have the loss, usually very violent or otherwise, and then you have your movie where it's like the protagonist on the quest to find the antagonist, hunt them down, kill them, and get your vengeance. But but more and more nowadays we're actually like truly trying to really dig into those concepts of, but yeah, what is that, like, what does that mean though? What is the cost of vengeance? Then when does that cycle of violence stop? Because if you take out somebody, that somebody means something to somebody else, and then that starts their quest for vengeance, and then boom, and then it keeps going and going. I'm avenging this person who killed this person, and then I'm down, so now someone's going to avenge me. And when does that cycle stop? Also, just realized that page right there literally is the exact page from her journal. Yeah, the game
It did
really
strike me
explores
that
those themes
everybody
heavily.
that survives an apocalypse has stuff that is traumatizing to them. They live in a world with actual monsters. Wouldn't a therapist be an actually valuable person?
Yes.
So yes, Joel would probably be sitting down to talk to a therapist. He's talking to her about the problem that he wants her to address, not the problem he needs to address. And
maybe we'll get there.
Gail knows there's more to the story than Joel's telling her.
Yeah.
But she's run out of patience.
The idea of Gail and this therapist came before we tied her back to Eugene. Eugene is this character that we feel his presence, but he's already dead by the time we hear about him in the video game.
This is a Frank situation.
So it felt like
all over
that
again.
was a character ripe to
Hence
exploit in some way on this show.
Hence, the exploit kind of feels like a poor choice of words, but you know, props to him for getting right to it. I didn't clock that with the 2 pairs of shoes by the door when he's looking at it.
She's lost her patience with him, and I think the alcohol's given her a little more nerve. She's mad, and she's been holding it in, I guess, in some other sessions, but what's the point?
If anything, he's moving more and more away from acknowledging what he's actually done. He's trying to do the right thing, and in his mind, there never was a choice to sacrifice something that he couldn't give up.
At what cost? And then we have him.
It was important to share right up front that there were real people that were impacted by Joel's decisions and his actions. Who are they? And basically, what are they gonna do next?
So it seems that there's the early reveal of the Salt Lake City crew, including Abby's character. But I think for the audiences, I'll say the obvious in terms of why Abby is truly affected by what's transpired. It seems that they're sharing the big bombshell there until later on. So I like and don't like that, but it makes sense.
This season is about the consequence of violence.
Yes.
How far will you go in that pursuit of justice when you are feeling righteous and just?
That's the whole point of the second game.
This is when we meet Abby for the first time. She is broken here. And if she reminds you a little bit, say, of what Joel felt like when he lost his daughter, well, that's not unintentional.
Yeah, there's
When we
purposeful
lose
parallels.
somebody who's taken from us violently for reasons that don't seem fair or logical, the chain reaction begins.
Abby is an extremely strong woman, but also a person who is sort of riddled with grief.
Caitlin Denver,
The loss
not
of her
Danvers.
dad has sort of
They
really
did reveal that
taken
up
over
front.
her life.
Right, okay, yeah.
And that becomes the catalyst for her journey.
They are really this feels like the showrunners are trying to be very strategic and try to front load this for the larger audience that's going to see it. Because in the game, I mean, if you were like me and you somehow miraculously managed to avoid the leaks before the game came out, because there were script leaks and plot details that were leaked, and I refused to engage in any of it. But basically, yeah, it's that it's the stuff having to do with Abby, and it's a whole lot of controversy, and I think it's all a bunch of malarkey, but they kind of just dropped the game, and then we're like, okay, here's the story, and then you try to decide how you feel about it. And they had a little bit of message up front about the cost of vengeance and the cycle. I think to try to prep the wider audience of millions and millions of people more for the inevitable, they are trying to get in front of this and try to lay the groundwork. Without saying some things are going to happen in this season, they're like, this is the message, the cost and the cycle of violence. So they're just trying to like front load trying to get in front of what's going to be eventually be the upset and the outcry. If you know, you know. But
Dina became a really interesting person that Ellie becomes infatuated with, and we see that throughout this episode.
Yeah.
That it's not only her friend and someone she respects and admires, it's someone that she likes. She doesn't quite know how to deal with it because she's Ellie and she's awkward and she's a teenager.
To Ellie, Dina is this sort of untouchable, popular girl in town, and Ellie could never imagine Dina
the blush in her cheeks.
ever being interested in her.
At the beginning of episode 1, they're already besties. I think it's like similar humor, not lack of respect for authority, but it's like, okay, but show me why I should respect your authority.
That's Dora the
I'm
Explorer,
not just gonna
isn't
give
it?
it to you blindly.
Not to
She
mention,
sort of has all of the
unless I'm crazy, Isabella Merced, isn't she also? Hang on, isn't she also the gal in Romulus who ends up having the alien baby?
qualities that Ellie doesn't. Dina's very logical and very type A,
Ellie's the brawn and Dina's the brains. I think they sort of go together really well in that sense.
This makes them such a great duo. They really balance each other out.
The infected are obviously a big part of the show. What we wanted was to show a kind of evolution, not just in how our characters dealt with the infected, but the infected themselves.
How do we escalate? How do we show that this cordyceps outbreak is not static, it's evolving over time? And what is horrific for Ellie is that she sees they are smart, they are strategizing. It's a different kind of infected.
Well, they establish in the first game, because they don't go with spores for the first game, but now they're gonna say season 2 it evolves into spores. But in the first game they say it's like a fungal network where if you take one person out over here, it'll travel over here and alert somebody else. So they already kind of added that into the lore for the TV version of the show, but now they're eventually going to introduce spores. But now they're saying that that network is evolving, and it's now the actual like troops that are out there. I guess a stalker. They were saving that for season 2 evolution.
Run in a straight line to you, they run away. They stay silent. They hide. And that makes them much more dangerous.
I think the stalker really freaks Ellie out because she's never seen anything like this. She doesn't know how to handle it. And so Ellie is going into this completely blind. She has the benefit of being immune. I think she's just really thrown by the whole experience.
As much as I can try and direct and pick angles, so much of it comes down to casting. We all got to be the beneficiary of that chemistry.
The New Year's Eve dance scene was so beautiful. I remember walking onto that set and just being like, wow, this is stunning. All of the lights and then all of the background supporting artists and the band, everybody just being there. It was beautiful. And then obviously what happens in the scene, Ellie and Dina connect for the first time.
Dina's one step ahead at all times. It's like she's already thought about all of it. Like she sort of premeditates everything that happens.
I think everyone was just really wanting to make it beautiful. And I think that's how it turned out.
Sparks were flying, sort of felt iconic and in a way magical.
And then for that moment to be broken by Seth.
Boo!
Family event. In his own way is watching out for this community and feels like this is inappropriate for what's happening. And then for that moment to be broken with violence by Joel.
A rightful
really
show.
See how much at odds these characters are. They're not at all where we left them in season 1. And Ellie not only yells at Joel for stepping in because she just wants to be her own person. She does not want to be protected by him anymore. She inadvertently humiliates him in front of the whole town. And we're just left with that awful feeling. Just like Ellie is left with that awful feeling at the end of this really beautiful sequence. And you realize so much of the story is going to be about perspective. Who the heroes are and who the villains are is based on where you're standing.
That I'm on board with. It's the whole point of the second game. I swear to God, if I will riot if they cut out the porch scene. They got to be saving it for later. It is crazy. They teased the porch scene and then didn't have it, but it has to be for the purposes of an eventual, like, they're going to cut back to it later and then they're going to have it like maybe she returned to him later. The only alternative I would accept to that is if they had a similar scene in a different place, but that's such that's an integral scene. Okay, after the first third of this episode, it got less so like this. I felt like the episode lacked subtlety a little bit. That was the complaint that I was sitting on, is that in the dialogue, because people were spelling things out, it wasn't super over expository, but there are moments where there could have been subtlety or an audience piecing something together themselves. It really felt like they were just kind of spelling some things out, so I wasn't a huge fan of that. And the only other complaint I have so far, I'm not opposed to restructuring the narrative and reformatting it for an earlier introduction for Abby and the Salt Lake crew. I don't mind that. What I mind is the choice of casting. Now, granted, they've barely spoken, like, at all. But, so, I mean, I can't really judge till I've seen all the characters and see them play out their roles as they would have been in the game. Like, if you're just watching the show and you're just watching the show by itself, then it may all seem well and good. But if you're someone like me who's intimately familiar with the game, the casting just seems super young for these characters and where they should be. at this point in the narrative, even though it's a flashback 5 years. Now, we get flashbacks in the game even before those 5 years where it makes sense that they look young and they sound young and they are younger. But for it to be in that span of the Salt Lake City hospital massacre leading all the way up to the, now Jackson, Wyoming 5 years later and that fateful patrol, I just feel like they should be older characters. I'm going to save all my judgment until the story has been told. Benefit of the doubt, I'm going to see what their plan is for the season. We are literally only one episode in. Confirmed we're getting season 3 after this one. And I'm assuming maybe even quicker, maybe next year, who knows? There's 7 episodes this season, but that's one down. I'm still on for the ride for sure. We got through a decent chunk of game, definitely a lot of sequences from the game, including direct lines of dialogue, pulled directly, but they are really rearranging the narrative, and I can tell that this is truly an adaptation and that there are changes being made. I'm open to the interpretation. We'll see how it goes. I'm curious. I have my 2 little complaints there. I will also say I think that as far as season premieres go, this was it was a good, solid episode, but it was kind of on the weaker side. Like the what's to come looks great. Like, it looks killer for the what's to come this season. I'm very excited for it, but I mean, I'm also like, my heart's not ready, but it was more subdued, and I appreciate that there was more of a focus on the characters and where they are now, and like narrative and kind of headspaces, a little bit of stealth, a little tiny bit of action. It didn't feel like, oh my God, that was fantastic. It felt like, okay, that was good. That was a good episode overall. Let me know what you think below, for sure. If you're watching this on Patreon, you got to watch the full episode with me, uncut, uncensored, with HD video accompaniment. If you're watching on YouTube, I will, hopefully I got this up as quick as I could. Yeah, let me know what you think below. I probably heavily edited this to get it YouTube friendly because HBO is very particular about their episodes. I'll try to get another giveaway going for this season of Last of Us, so it's going to be the same usual stuff. All you got to do is follow me on the Instagram. I'll have a post on there to like regarding Last of Us, and then inevitably when season 2 is released on Blu-ray and such, I'll do a giveaway. So basically I'll choose a name at random from all the people who like the post that are following the account. I'll get whoever the lucky winner is, I'll buy you a copy of Last of Us Season 2 whenever it becomes available in physical media. Unless you want digital. Digital's fine too, but I'll buy you a copy. So that'll be the sweepstakes giveaway. I give back to you. You help me with those social media numbers. Have a good day. Have a good night. And as always, goodbye, travelers.